any of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Okay, Coach, ponchos and slickers, usually a necessity buy whenever you make your way to Hard Rock Stadium this time of year. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Reset. 19. Yeah, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Watch that in. Watch that in. 59. That is right. 3 down. 57.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. It's complete to Graham. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47.
24.
And that'll set him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the gun, here's Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
They run it with Ballage. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Watson. And here he's got Grant. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So on fourth down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. This is taken at the 18. Able to push his way through. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
From the 44, Watson got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Balaj. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he finds Parker here, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good. Yeah,
just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He finds his running back, Mixon. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So a pick-6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick-6 going the other way.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. .46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 1st and 10, Watson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Grant. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now it's Watson. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back? He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you, you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
On 2nd down, Benjamin. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Parker that time.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
That would have been a great catch with real... difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll find Hall. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mike,
2nd and 4. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
He'll rifle this one deep right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
First try for the right arm of Dalton here. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
To throw again. Dalton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Double dog. That's the way. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Who's that? Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that?
Dalton here from the gun. He wants it all for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 46.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Taco Charlton, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
This is it. 20. 20 points down. He's coming. Hey, we got to snap it. We got to
On 1st down, it's Watson. And this is caught. It's Parker. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Heads up. 318.
Cut.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Muhammad. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check the tight. 5, 6.
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. I'm coming.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 55.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Perry comes flying in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
you have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Check right. Watching your 5 and watch your lane.
Passing, it's Dalton. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to Mixon on first down. And some room to run now. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
Dalton able to hit Ross. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Andy Dalton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Hands up, ladies.
Watching you five. Here we go.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Watson now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And a Bengals first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Joe Mixon. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. First and 10 for Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will get him one closer. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, 31!
Back to throw, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Watson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Kill, 54! Kill, turn 54!
On 2nd and 9, Watson buying time to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Watson under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They go play action here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Cincinnati.
Let's put him on. There you go, 368.
Operating from the gun, Dalton. This will be caught inside the 10. A very solid gain of 27. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to.
And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, All y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so...
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Red, 60 Pittsburgh. Leo, check. Check 52. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Shoot. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
H3, 218, chopper. Charlie.
Second and 13. He's got a man, complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Michel. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Let's go now. 8, read. 66. Bullet high. Check. Wide. Get wide. Showing it. Ready, go.
On second down, Michel. They have no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here we go. 70 in. Lock it. Here we go. Check 99. Wahoo.
They'll look to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Second and goal from the 1.
All day. Begin.
They'll go with the keeper. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Chopper. Slam. Echo.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Let's go. 30 days, let's go. 61.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
But we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Parker the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Waiting on it will be Richie James. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
On 2nd down now, Michel. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set. 60 out clock. Let him know. Let him know. Check. You're out. Quick dance. Go. Ready, go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Mike 5-5.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 32-yard line.
Check.
Back to throw here. To Michel on the screen. Stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Big hold of the 30. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 31 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they'll try Michel here running on the right side. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Check nickel.
Out of the gun now on third down. He finds Dorsey. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. 15 Lonnie. Got to do better. Ready to go.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw now on second and 10. Going for the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jordan Willis able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up?
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good relax.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Back to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Let's go!
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Good try, good try. Switch. Time go. Watch the twitch. Fire, 64, weak.
2nd and 5. He'll rifle this one deep right side. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Watch the flag. H3, 218. Chopper. Jumper. Exit.
They'll set up a throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Taking a this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Slam. 66. Pull it high. Rush in. Jack.
Following the penalty, Michel. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Rapid. Set general. Fast.
Second down and inches. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
Check right. Watching the drive. Watch the slant. And go.
Looking to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set, ready, the 50, plant. You got tight. You got tight right there. Top line, topper. Squeeze, get in there. Hey, switch gears. Ready, go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Check the hot read. Back. Hard. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check 31. Check 31. Check. Fresno.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Alert 3. Hatchet. Watch that. Ready.
And it's Michel once again. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
61. Matchbox, light. 52. Set the tone, defense. Go.
He'll look to throw. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there on a New England first down.
Let's go.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. After this break, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
New England on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll look to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And again this time to the tailback. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Here we go, here we go. 15 lining, 52. Check. Check out, recall, 132 fight. Well done. Hey, motion, on the ball. Motion. Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Check three. 22 jet bomber. Ready, go.
Now back to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They're going to look to throw. Going to let one fly for Robinson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Second and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Second and 3. He's going to let this one go deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 11. Looking deep here for Ebron. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 31 yards there and a first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a give right side. It's Robinson, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Check.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for New England. 55 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Yes! Get him, you got him. Smoke. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I see him. Oh, good. Ready, go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going for it all. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Dolphins are going to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Check 26, check 26. Ready, go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Back to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. 18 big yards on that one and a New England 1st down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. 52's the mic, boy. 52. Here we go. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. from 19 yards away, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
At the 21-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Bad clap, 64, weak.
On play action, they'll throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They'll run here with Robinson. Well, they showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Matt Hawk now, standing just outside his own goal line. On the return, it's James. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Dorsett's got it. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Watch safety creeping. Lock it. Watch the edge. Seam 6. Let's go.
Back to throw here. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown. And in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for Miami, they move back over 500 now at 4-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
numbers.